Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game. Today I got a fun and exciting video for you guys today. So we're going to be talking about the work in progress Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Decomp project. Because right now decomps, recomps, and PC ports are all the rage in retro gaming, and honestly this has got some big decomp energy through and through. Because I absolutely love the Wind Waker, and I would say as far as non-recent Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, this is my favorite 3D Zelda ever made, and every single time I play it, I am 100% charmed by the entire thing. Just looking at Link here and his animations, always a 10 out of 10. And getting a 100% decomp status of something like the Wind Waker would definitely potentially in the future lead into a PC port like we're seeing with Twilight Princess right now. Before we get too far involved though, do me a huge favor, down below hit like and subscribe and ring that notification bell, definitely helps us out. And if you feel so inclined and want to support the channel, you got a Patreon link down below as well. I'm just kind of playing around here in Dolphin, obviously, because there's a lot you can do with the Wind Waker when it actually comes to playing this on PC. But a native PC port would bring so many quality of life improvements in, be able to get higher frame rates, ultra-wide support, and of course a lot of modability as well. Because a lot of what PC ports and recomps are bringing us isn't just a game running better on PC, it's bringing us the ability to actually mod that game to our heart's content and make whatever sort of Wind Waker or other kind of experience you want to have. And it's one of those things, I totally get that this was remade on Wii U, and that is an amazing version, and you get the fast sailcloth as well, which absolutely makes the game so much more fun when you can traverse the sea quickly until you're able to warp everywhere. But a PC port would be able to just do so many other wild things, and I would absolutely love to see that. But you leave me a comment down below and you tell me, favorite Legend of Zelda game, and which one that doesn't already exist as a PC port would you love to see on PC? I would be curious. But again, this is going to be such a big deal into the future. All of these decomp projects, there are so many in active development right now, but of course, I wanted to kind of single out the Wind Waker because I love this game, and I know a lot of you do as well. And honestly, there's been a ton of progress made, even though it isn't at the finish line yet. Everything seems to be shaping up really well, so let's take a look at where it's at. So you'll see here, as of the recording of this video, the Wind Waker is 60.71% decompiled and 40.65% fully linked. Although for being entirely honest, The Legend of Zelda is 100% fully linked, because that is obviously the main character. But all dad jokes aside, this is 3/5 of the way through its decompilation status if you like fractions not percentages. And if we take a look at the heat map here, you're going to see it's starting to fill out with a ton of green modules and some blue as well. If you haven't watched any of my decomp videos or you need a refresher, a green square means that portion of the game has been 100% decompiled, a blue square means somewhere between 1 and 99.99% has been decompiled, and a black square means it hasn't been touched yet. So if we go into this module here, you're going to see 100% of everything has been decompiled, and you'll see information about the waves. Obviously, in Wind Waker, the sea is a huge deal with all of the traversal, all of the effects and everything else. So this module right here, this is about actually traversing the sea and seeing it render on the screen, and that has been 100% decompiled. And there's other modules as well with all of the different NPCs in the game. Every single component, every single piece of the Wind Waker, everything it does in code has to be 100% decompiled to hit that 100% status. I know that sounds pretty obvious, but if you just think about everything, including all of the button inputs, the menus, and every single little bit that makes the Wind Waker, that is what this project is involving. And obviously that is no small feat. Twilight Princess hitting 100% was absolutely massive because that game, again, just about as complicated as the Wind Waker. But in the future, you can live in a world where there could potentially be a PC port. But I do want to be clear, again, like I say in every single video, a decomp hitting 100% does not mean a PC port will ever potentially happen. I mean, for the most part, we're seeing all of those decompiled games get PC ports now, including Paper Mario, which was decompiled for years before Harbor Master started working on it. If we take a look here, this is just code for the NPCs. You can go through every single little bit of the code base because all of this is 100% open source. It might not make a ton of sense to you, but it is fun to kind of peek around the edges and see how this project actually gets made. Let's do a soundtrack sample just because the music is incredible, and of course that would be something that gets decompiled as well, and I'll be right back with a lot more technical information for you. So the fun part about a potential PC port in the future based upon a potential 100% decompiled Wind Waker is that we already have stuff like a 4K texture pack made by Henrico. If that name doesn't sound familiar, I will leave a link in the description below to those texture packs because honestly they're absolutely outstanding and they really make it look like these games were made in 2026, not back in their actual release date. And I'm sure if we see a PC port one day, this will be one of the first things people would want to get running because we've seen it on Animal Crossing, we've seen it on Banjo-Kazooie, and a ton of other recomps and ports. The ability to bring in custom models, the ability to bring in custom textures, and kind of make the game visually look however you want. And the best thing is with a 4K texture pack and the fact that the Wind Waker is a cel-shaded game, it absolutely just holds up visually even without any improvements. But getting it in 4K and playing it on an OLED TV, even in Dolphin, it's just straight up like a 9.99 out of 10 experience. And if you bring that over to PC, get a higher frame rate and a bunch of other fun options in the menu, that would just be the icing on the absolutely Zelda flavored cake. I have absolutely no idea what that means, it just came out of my mouth, so we'll have to run with it. And again, this is stuff we're seeing all the way around gaming, because I've been talking about the Twilight Princess Decomp as well as the PC port in progress, and I know now that there's 2 different PC ports that are actually in progress, and that really is the fun thing. We see it on N64 all the time. If you want to play Ocarina of Time, there's a recomp, there's a PC port. If you want to play Majora's Mask, anything else like that, you're going to end up seeing more than one version of these games get made for PC. Super Mario 64 leading the charge with I think now like 4 different PC ports of different varieties, and that really is why retro gaming is making a comeback. People want to play nostalgic classics, but they want to play them with a lot of quality of life improvements and different visual improvements as well. And even though Dolphin Emulator is an amazing emulation platform, and I'm not knocking it whatsoever, native PC applications just do an easier job of running the games on lower spec PCs and giving you more options. And that really is the thing. Basically all of these different PC ports, whether in active development or finished, they will run on lower spec systems than the comparable emulator. It's one of those things, emulation just takes a lot of horsepower to run, especially with enhancements where a PC port doesn't really have that resource overhead. And I just want to live in a world where the Wind Waker at least is 100% decompiled, because don't forget, decomps aren't just for PC ports. Speedrunners will take a look at the source code and find new strats and exploits in the game to improve their times, and it also would be useful for botting as well, just getting a look under the hood of exactly what the Wind Waker is doing. And that is just fun from start to finish. There are so many games out there that could see PC ports or recomps, and I'd love to see each and every one get done. But you leave me a comment down below and you tell me if you could snap your fingers to make any retro game from a console immediately playable on PC with improvements, which one would it be? And since 3DO definitely is a hot subject right now, if I could take Killing Time, the 3DO version, and make it run at 60 frames per second on PC, I would take it. Because right now Night Dive is working on the 3DO levels for Killing Time Reimagined, and I just want to see that happen in some way, shape, or form. But again, with the 4K texture packs, you can do something like make Wind Waker look this incredibly clear, and running that as a native PC port one day with all of the bells and whistles turned on, that would just be absolutely incredible. Now, how long is it going to take to actually finish this decomp? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe next week, maybe next year, maybe 2036. We're just going to have to wait and see. But the fact that it's hit 60% or 3/5 decompiled in and of itself is absolutely a milestone, and it's one of those things. It might stay at 60% for another month and then jump up. It might be at 70% by the time you watch this video, because I feel like I'm probably going to sit on this one for at least a week until I actually air it, because there's a lot of news going on right now. And trust me, I'm not complaining. Not only does it make for interesting videos, it makes for interesting fun to be able to play all of these games, because I see in comments all the time that you can barely keep up with all the stuff that's new that I talk about on the channel. Now imagine having to make a video for each and every one of those as well. But the thing is, the more options the better, the more fun we have with retro gaming the better, and the more ways we have to play some of these retro classics, and yes, Wind Waker is 100% retro at this point in time, the better off we all are, and that really is just amazing. I'm sure by 2030 you'll probably be playing something like a Wind Waker PC port, where I will basically give you your money back guarantee, and that you don't pay anything for these videos. That guarantee is absolutely worthless, so don't worry about it. But as I kind of tool around here in the Wind Waker for a very specific reason, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave me any comments or questions down below. But short of that, we're done. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.